Good evening, everybody. Before we get started, does anybody want any more cookies? Sure, because there's a lot left, so you can take some on the way home. But so happy to have you all out. Greg and I were just talking. This is his third program here at this Taft Library, and both other ones, they were completely different, both of them, but they were absolutely fantastic. So Greg, thank you so much for coming out. We're so happy to have you here.
So thank you, but I have to ask, how many of you are really, truly, and be honest with me, are looking forward to the holidays? One, two, a couple of you. How many of you, no really, seriously, how many of you dread it? Like, you know, it's like a lot of anxiety. All right. We were talking about this earlier. How many of you say Happy Holidays? How many of you say Merry Christmas? All right. Anybody say Happy Hanukkah or Kwanzaa? Do most of you celebrate Christmas or something else? Christmas, okay. How many, last question before we start. How many of you wouldn't raise your hand no matter what happens? So tonight is inclusive. If you celebrated Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, anything, it doesn't really matter, because what we're going to talk about applies to every one of us. Now, here's what happened to me. I met this guy by the name of Jeff Langer. You know him? Oh, yeah. So he's a friend of mine. I just saw him in Goshen. If you're watching Jeff, I'm taping this for him. He's a great guy. He talks about Christmas, but he talks about the ancient aspects of Christmas. So about 2 years ago, I read his book called The Fright Before Christmas. And I've had some great Christmases. I remember when I was a small boy, I was about 15, and I went under the tree and I opened up this box. It was a small box and there was a key in it. And I went to my dad. I says, "Dad, what's this?" He says, "Let's go outside." So I was born and raised in New Fairfield, Connecticut. I go outside, there's a car outside. Now it wasn't brand new, but it was a car, and I was 15 years old and I was excited. So that was an exciting Christmas. But I gotta tell you, I've also had Christmases that were not so great. Like my mom died in '78 in October. 2 months later, we had to put up the tree without her. So it's kind of tough. So people, depending on what they're going through and what they're experiencing, will have an impact on how they celebrate the holidays. However, what I'm going to do for you, and this is my promise, I'm going to demystify the holidays for you, so that you're never going to look at them the same way. And I'm going to use magic and a little bit of sorcery to demystify the holidays. So, you ready to have some fun? Okay, here's how we're going to do it. I need 6 people to help me, so let's see what we'll do. I have these cards here. We will count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 is over here. And we'll put that person over here. Then I'm going to put 5 over here. If we had a bigger space, we'd make a circle, but that's okay. 4 is over here. 3 is over here. 2, and then over here is number 1. Now, I'm not going to pick people. I'm just going to say, hey, come on up. So if you want to have fun, and by the way, nobody's going to get embarrassed. This is going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. All you have to do is come up. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Just take a spot. Thank you. He's number 2. Excellent. Number 6. Number 5. Number 4. Okay. Excellent. 90 to number 1. All right. So when it comes to the winter solstice, which is the foundation of the book, The Fright Before Christmas, people were afraid whether the sun was going to come out. Now, when is the sun going to come out? Does anybody know?
In the morning.
In the morning, but most importantly, on the 21st, which is this Sunday, it's going to be the darkest night. And then it's going to get lighter. So we know what's going to happen. However, people thousands of years ago, they didn't necessarily know that. We can predict it. We know exactly when that's going to happen. So what I have here is a prediction. Let me show you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Raise your hand if you're number 1. Number 1's over here. Give applause. All right, excellent. This is number 1 right here. Number 2, where are you? Applause. Number 3, over here. Good. Number 4, 5, and 6. Now I have made a prediction. So this is true. What I'm about to tell you is absolutely true. I would not lie to you. And if I am going to lie to you, I will tell you I'm lying. But this is not a lie. I was in Massachusetts last year. The date was December 21st. I was in Salem, and I went to a gift store, and I bought these matchboxes. The reason why I bought them is because every one of them has kind of like this illustration of Yule or Christmas. There's Santa Claus, there's a tree, there's a snowman, nativity, right? So there's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What's going to happen is I'm going to open the bag. You're just going to reach in. I'm not going to look. And you're just going to grab a matchbox and close it. That's all you're going to do. So you're just going to grab one of them, right? Just one. And then take it and put it behind your back. And I'm going to make a prediction. All right? So we're going to start over here with number 1. I won't look. Just grab one box, one matchbox, and put it behind. I'll look over here. All right? So is it behind your back?
Yep.
Okay, good. Sir, if you could do the same. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. The problem is they'll all fall out. There's matches in them, they'll fall out. Yeah, just grab one. Just grab one. Yeah. I should have said that. I should have said it. So yeah, the other day I was someplace and somebody did that and they kind of flew all over the place. Uh-oh. Got one? Hope I have enough. Oh, yep, I do. Okay. So you're not going to have much of a choice. I apologize for that. All right. Put it behind your back so I can't see it. And then lastly, you'll take this. But I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I would like you to move people. So in other words, if you say number 1, I'd like you to move where 6 is, or number 4, I'd like you to move where 2 is. You have that choice. Now we didn't work this out, right? Nobody worked this out. I didn't ask you to say, okay, so we have a prediction here that's just going to unfold naturally. So who would you like to move?
Number 1, switch with number 5.
Anybody else?
Number 6 needs to switch with number 3.
Okay, 6 changes with 3.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Good? Are you happy?
I'm good.
All right. So did you have a free choice?
Yes.
You had a free choice? You had a free choice? You had a free choice? Free choice? And you had a free choice as well? Okay. So when it comes to the holiday, thousands of years ago, or even hundreds of years ago, what people were concerned about was, is the sun going to come back? Now, we know it. You've seen it in our whole life. We can predict it. But 500 years ago, the scariest time of year was the winter, right? Because people were going into darkness. They were going into uncertainty. Did they work hard enough in the spring and the summer and the fall to make a harvest so that they could make it through the winter? You know, we have heat. You know, we have all these things that we need. But those people, they only had people which were close to them, plus the resources that they grew during the year. And a lot of people didn't make it through the year because it was scary. Have you seen this movie called The Boy Named Christmas? Have you seen it? I love it. The night will come to an end, the sun will rise, and Christmas mornings will come again. So I'm going to make a prediction. Each person here has a match. You saw the movie? Anybody else see the movie? Okay. So every single person has a match, but only one person has a match that hasn't been struck. Now, I've made the prediction before I left my house, which is kind of bizarre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we have the numbers changed. Let's see what we can do. So let's start over here. I'm going to say that you have a match in your box, in your matchbox, that has already been struck. Let's see. You just open it up.
Yeah, it looks pretty burned.
All right. Okay. All this applause is for you. Have a seat. This is right. I was doing this a couple weeks ago, and the person actually thought that I painted this. But there's no paint. This is actually, okay. All right. So, pick another number. Just pick a number. I picked one. You pick one.
4.
4. Who's got 4? You got 4. Good. I think you have a match that has already been struck. Number 4. Let's see what you have. Open it up. What do you got?
Empty.
Oh, okay. It's gone. It must have fell out. It is gone. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. There you go. All right, have a seat. This applause is together. All right, so now we're down to a couple people. Let's look at number 5. I think number 5, you have a match that has already been struck.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. So now, have a seat. All this applause is together. So what do we got over here? We got 1, 2, and 3. All right, pick a number.
2.
All right, what do you think?
I think it has not been struck.
All right, I think it has been struck.
Okay, you're probably right. Be my guess.
All right. But sometimes people know just like I know. So that's struck. All this applause is for you, sir. All right, so let me show you my prediction. I have one over here, which is you, and I have 3, which is you, right? And you came in, as we walked in, you told me you're connected to the director.
I am.
All right, how was that connection made?
He's my husband.
Okay, so watch this. This is wild. 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 all say what?
Dark night.
All of them say a dark night. Every one of them says a dark night. The only one that says
Sunlight.
is number 3. You're number 3. Let's see what you have. And also, let's see what you have number 1.
Burnt.
Burnt.
It is not.
It is not burnt. Excellent. And you know what I find interesting? Is that you knew that movie. There's not that many people that know that movie. What I love about the movie is the line at the very end. It says, "The dark night will come to an end, and the sun will rise again."
Wow.
And that's really, truly what our ancestors were concerned about. They were so full of fear that they needed, and this is what they needed. They needed hope. That's what they needed. They needed hope. They needed to know that everything was going to be okay, that they were going to make it through the winter. So that was the main thing that they were concerned about. Is the sun going to come back? Did we do enough during the spring and the summer to make things happen? So we're talking about the SUN, which, by the way, this weekend is really important because it's going to be the longest day, and then the days are going to be getting longer, especially here in the Northeast. Now, as kids, let me ask you this. As kids, did we care about the sun coming back? No. What did we care about? Presents. Yes. Yes. My birthday's on Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah. And people would say, yeah, oh. So people would say to me, you know, did you get what you wanted? You know, all these stories. But yeah, but as kids, I remember growing up in New Fairfield, Connecticut, I was outside really late at night. I didn't care about the sun. My mom still had to call me in. I was out playing in the snow, and I didn't really care about the long nights because, you know, we had safety. However, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, people would bribe kids with presents, and they would tell them, you better be on the nice list, not the naughty list. Are you familiar with that? Sound familiar? Okay. Now, why did they say that? Well, let me show you this, and some of you already know what I'm going to talk about here. Krampus, right? You know this guy? Anybody not know who he is? Okay. All right. So in Europe, especially in Alpine and Germany and other places in Europe, they have this tradition that St. Nicholas shows up with this other guy who comes and punishes kids, right? Now, this hasn't really caught on here in the States.
I wonder why.
It's coming back. People like Jeff Belanger is bringing Krampus back. But let me ask you this. Why would people tell stories, and this was not necessarily a kid's show or lecture today, why would people tell stories about this guy who would come down the mountain and take the mean children? Why would they tell that story? Does anybody know?
Get them to behave.
What's that?
To get them to behave.
Get them to behave. Why?
It's for
Safety.
yeah.
Safety. So, if it got dark really early, and it got cold, and the kids could wander off, what could happen? Right? So my neighbor, who lives in Litchfield, I don't know, 20 years ago, her son went out to a party and never made it home. He slipped and fell, and the next day they found him. He was in his 20s. It happens. People die in the winter. So they got this great idea of talking about St. Nicholas, who's going to bring all these gifts, but they also talked about monsters who, if you didn't follow through, like the Yule Cat, you know, you didn't have new clothing, or you weren't even just nice, you were going to be punished, right? So we're gonna do this as a game today, and here's how we're going to do it. I asked a couple of you to fill out pieces of paper. Did you guys do that? A couple of you? I think good. So we're going to do a drawing, and we're going to, some of you asked me where we're going to put this. We're going to put this in my Santa hat. So you just crumple it up like a little ball. I didn't have enough for everybody, but there's a few people. Just crumple yours up, drop it in. All right, put that in, put that in. I think I handed out like 4 or 5 of them. Okay, all right. Somebody else? Oh, good, good, good. Anybody else? I thought I had more. Okay. Is that good? All right. So here's the story. There is dual reality, and here's the dual reality. There is the nice list, which is over here, right? Father Christmas. And then there's the Krampus, right? Well, you know, it's interesting, you know, Hansel and Gretel and the witches and all of these, you know, this goes back thousands of hundreds of years. There's always a dark side, right? There's a dark side, and if you're on the dark side, you're over here. You're on the naughty list, right? If you've been good, right? Now, when it comes to adults, here's how this plays out with the adults. If you've been really thoughtful during the winter, and you did the right things in the spring, and you harvest, and you worked the summer, and you created a great harvest, then you can rest at ease that not only are you nice, but you've taken care of your family. So this is more than just a kid's story. It's, have you been lazy? Have you been sitting in the basement of your mother's house on the computer all day? So maybe we need to bring Krampus back. But it was all about productivity in the seasons. Did you do well in the spring and in the summer and the fall? Now I realize we're not connected to the seasons. We got fluorescent lights, we have heat, but the people who lived off the land, they were constantly thinking, was I lazy? You know, we were talking earlier about, you know, getting sick, or thank you for wearing your mask. People, if this was the winter and we all lived in this town and we were all together, anybody that was sick would sit over there because she or he or someone might bring Krampus into the family. So this is not the, you know, I thank you that you're wearing a mask, that's wonderful, but you have to realize this is what people were afraid of hundreds and hundreds of years ago, because maybe you weren't going to make it through the winter because you were lazy, or you brought sickness, or you brought a curse into the town. So this is how people thought. They were thinking about light and darkness. They had all these superstitions. So this is the reason why they wanted people to be really nice. Clean your hands, wash your hands, be good, be fruitful, be productive, be responsible. Because if you're going to be lazy and you might get sick and something might happen, you might cause some great harm, right? So, I don't mean to give you a lecture. This is how people thought years and years ago. So we're going to play a little game, and we're going to ask, raise your hand if you put a piece of paper in here. 1, 2, 3, okay. Tara, you didn't, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, all right, so I'm going to have her grab one. And again, we didn't work this out. And every one of you that put paper in here, you've been on the nice list, right? Yes? Yeah, okay, good. All right, good. Just pull one out.
Okay.
Yeah, and just, there should be a name on there.
Rose.
Rose! Let's see. Who's Rose? Where's Rose? Oh, good. Sorry for the rest of you. Okay, says Rose.
Yep.
Yes, Rose. Okay, good. Rose, I have a gift for you. And it's in this box over here. We didn't work this out, but I just thought this would be great to give Rose a gift. And let's see what it is. I love this. I love this part. Uh-oh. 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 There's nothing in there, Rose.
Yeah.
And there's nothing in here at all either, Rose. Uh-oh. Rose, we need to talk.
Okay.
Now, if I had a big budget, I would have a guy dressed up like Krampus and we would take you out of the room, Rose, because you're a threat. You are a threat to community. There is nothing in here, and I'm afraid to look, Rose, but I'm going to. Rose. I don't know what to say. So yeah, is that written on there?
That is written on there.
Yeah. Look at this,
That was
Rose.
not there before.
That was not there before, Rose. Here you go. The best you can do, Rose, is maybe erase that with your hand. Just maybe go like this. I don't know.
It does.
Maybe. Yeah, you could erase it.
All right.
You could erase it. Better luck next year.
All right.
Okay. What's your husband's name? We'll write his name
Ray.
down. Okay. So kids wanted to make sure that they were on the nice list and that they were doing good. And then, of course, there was the naughty list. We don't really, what do we talk about? Coal. We don't really get into, taking people up into the mountains. But here's the question I want to ask. Why do adults give gifts? Because, we don't have this whole Santa Claus dark and light. We don't have this concept of, this guy. So why in the world would we buy gifts for adults? Does it make sense?
To show them you care.
Yeah?
You care.
Yeah? You think that's it?
Guilt.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. So I thought, I happen to be a Christian, but I'm not here to preach to you by any means, but I thought it was about the drummer boy. I thought it was about the three kings. I thought it was about the gift of Christmas, right? But apparently I was wrong. People gave gifts to people long before the church even established itself. This has been going on for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Around this time of year, the masters would give gifts to their employees or to their slaves, and they would have these great ceremonies. Why would they do it? And why do we do it today? Why do we buy a candle or some kind of, ceramics for somebody? We certainly can't buy gifts for everybody, right? I can't buy you all gifts, and Tara can't buy gifts for everybody, but she buys gifts and you guys buy gifts, right? Why do we do it? Don Miller, I'll never forget this, Don Miller, who's a marketer, he would say something like, I'm going to go out for a coffee. Sir, what's your first name?
Monty.
Monty. Okay. I'm going out for a coffee. Going out for a cup of coffee. Can I get you one? And you'll say, yeah, whatever, right? The reason for it is reciprocity. Now, hundreds of years ago, 500 years ago, you would do things that were nice. You notice how people are nice this time of year? They try to be nice. People would buy like candles or cakes or ornaments, different things for people because they wanted to make sure that you have my back. That's it. So if a tree fell on my house in the middle of the, okay, true story, I won't make this up. I can't make this up, I'm not lying here. So about 5 years ago, my carbon monoxide machine went off. Beep, 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 beep. So I called my brother, who's like 16 years older than me, and I said to him, I said, you know, this carbon monoxide, he goes, open the windows, open the door, and get out of the house. I'm like, okay, all right. How many of you know that's a wise thing, right? It's a wise thing, right? So I opened up all the windows in my house. I have this little house in Litchfield, Connecticut. Opened up all the windows, opened the door. I was panicked. I walked outside. I think it was cold. It was out in the middle of the winter. It was dark. And it stopped. So closed the windows, closed everything, and about an hour later, it went off again. Now, I'm really afraid, right? So I call my sister. Now, she's 1 year younger than me. Her name is Maureen. And in fact, I'll see her tomorrow or next week. No, actually this weekend. So I called her and I said, Maureen, I called Denny. He told me to open the windows and open the doors. And I came back in and the alarm went off again. Guess what she said to me?
Check the battery.
Open your window. Yeah, come over.
Who said it? Who said it? What'd you say?
Come over.
Yes. Yes. She says, come over to my house and sleep over. That fruitcake that I gave her the year before worked. It's a true story, except for the fruitcake. I didn't buy the fruitcake. We still want to know we have community. Remember the movie A Wonderful Life. This guy wants to be significant. He wants to travel. We were talking about traveling earlier. He wants to do all these great things, right? Wants to be significant, really wants to be really important. And what does he learn? What's the lesson he learns? Having friends and having community is really all that he ever want, right? Because remember, he gets into trouble with the banking, and then all of his friends come, and then the angel, you know the story, right? A Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. So it's this idea that we need community, and we tend to think about it this time of year. So who's been really good this year? Rose, no. What's your name? Tanya, come up and bring your chair. Bring your chair right here. Just right here. So how do you know? Yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine. How do you know you've been good? Like, what is your case for being good?
Buying my 3 boys what they want for Christmas.
Oh, okay. So being a good mom.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. And no tax evasion. No. We're recording this. All right. So I'm going to give you a gift. This is going to be wonderful. You don't have to repay me, but this is the reason why people give gifts. We give candles. We give, you know, it could be just a cake. It could be anything. But we want to build connection, community. So here's how we do it. I have here a list of holiday wish list in this book. They're under $10. Like, they're really simple. So one is, this is my favorite, a book. So I speak at libraries. I feel so much at home. Walk into my house, it's wall-to-wall library. That's books. It's not library books. I pay for them. The only room that doesn't have any books, maybe there's one, but is the bathroom. I love books. They're all over my house. So I got books in here. I have a mug. I have a game. Could be any game. I saw the games back there. Coffee. Are you a coffee drinker or
Yes.
tea? Okay. Blanket. Earbuds. Oh, there's another game. Cookies. Candy. Oh, snow globe. Socks. You get the idea. I mean, these are not expensive. You're not going to break. You know, if you had to run out to a CVS, you could get some of these things. A journal, chocolate, hot chocolate, a hat, sweater. There's an elf in here. There's a scarf in here. So there's a bunch of stuff. Is there anything in here that you would like? Maybe.
Coffee.
Okay. Without saying. You'd like a coffee now? Let me go get you one. Like I said, yeah. Okay. All right, so here's what we'll do. I'll flip through it. You say stop, and it's kind of a chance. It's like that Secret Santa. You know, you never know what you're going to get, what names you're going to pick out. I'll close my eyes. Just say stop.
Stop.
Okay, you want me to keep on going or stop there?
Stop it.
Okay, good. So you're committed. I'll show it to you. Don't say it to anybody.
Okay.
Can you read it?
Yeah.
Can everybody else read it? Don't say it, don't say it? Okay, good. All right, so we got something. Let's see. So, St. Nicholas kind of has this history of being like a wizard, right? He flies through the air. He's kind of magical. He's got the reindeer. There's a word that we use in the magic trades. It's called abracadabra. You know it?
Yeah.
Okay, what does abracadabra mean?
Here it is.
Close. I create what I speak. So it's this idea that I get an intention, I get a clear intention, I speak it, and I make it happen by my actions or by my magic. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little bit of Santa Claus magic. Okay? You up for it?
Yep.
Okay, abracadabra, watch this. This is going to be cool. All right. I have here a gift for you, which I think is what you looked at. We'll see. Don't give away if I'm right or wrong, but I think I'm right. You are going to absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. Open up. What's that?
You have been given the gift of deja vu. Happy holidays.
Is that what you saw? Okay. Have you ever had deja vu?
Yes.
Okay, so when was the last time you experienced deja vu?
Maybe last week.
Okay, yeah. So I'm walking up the walkway with it. I just knew there was going to be salt there. And when I walked up tonight about 5:30, 6 o'clock, I had this experience of deja vu. But it wasn't really deja vu. This is like the third time I've been here. So no surprises. I met her before. I knew how things were going to set up. And here's really what's strange. Last week on Monday, a week ago Monday, I was towards 90 West in Albany doing a show, way out in Albany. That was Monday. Then Tuesday of last week, I was in Massachusetts on 90. I've been over the tri-state area in my car, driving around Halloween, Christmas, and even Thanksgiving time. So I don't know what day it is, right? But that happened Monday in Massachusetts, no, New York, Albany, and then Tuesday I was in Massachusetts a week ago, and then guess what? What's today? Today's Tuesday, right? Yesterday I was in Albany. Out on 90. I came home, I got home at 11 o'clock at night, and then today I'm in Massachusetts, right? I'm close to 90, and I'm thinking, it's not deja vu, but it feels like deja vu. Like
Because you were just there.
I was just there, but the funny thing about it is I booked these things June, July, and August. When did we book this, Tara?
Oh, ages ago.
Ages ago. Like, I booked this so long ago, I was just like, I called her up today, I said, I can't believe it's December 16th already. But has any of you ever had this experience like deja vu? Yeah, it's really weird. Was that what you Is that what you
That's not what I saw.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm just stalling. But what I just told you is true. I can't make this stuff up. Abracadabra. Look, you're going to love this. I think you're going to love this gift. It is wonderful. Here you go. Open it up. What's it say?
You have been given the gift of deja vu. Happy holidays.
Have you ever had the experience of this? So I kid you not, last week, what are you laughing about? Last week I was in Albany, I was west, and I came home at 11 o'clock, and then Tuesday I was in Massachusetts, and here I am today. That's deja vu. So I was up like months ago thinking, how can I make you laugh? And I think I did.
Yeah.
Okay, good. But no, isn't that weird how stuff like that happens? It's like, this is crazy.
The Groundhog's Day.
I know, that's my favorite movie. I'm going to put together a show, Groundhog, the magic of Groundhog. All right. Oh, here's another thing I got. I think you're going to appreciate this. This is a 25% coupon for, do you shop at Amazon?
Oh, I do.
Okay, so if I gave you that 25% coupon, could you buy what you saw on that notebook?
Yes.
Okay, Fine, then my work is done. All right, all right. Let's see what I got. Let's see what I got. I think you're going to be impressed with this. I think you're going to be very impressed with this. Do you knit?
No.
You do now. This is a ball of, does anybody knit here?
Yes.
Okay, so could you help me? Could you make this happen? Like maybe what she thought of? Okay, maybe. All right.
Not in one night.
What's that?
Not every night.
Not in the night. Okay, so we're going to need some help. Let's see. I have, out of an empty box, by the way, I have an elf. This is for you. How many kids you have? 3?
3.
Okay. So what you do is you take that home, and you just tell the kids they better be naughty or nice.
Oh,
better
we
be
have
naughty.
one.
Oh, okay. So this could be another one.
Okay.
You know, and this is an elf that's, and by the way, this could be for you. So if you have been really good, then you could get what you saw on that. All right. Or we could do this. Here, let's do this. I think this will be probably better. Yeah, this will probably be better. We'll just do this. What was it that you saw on that piece of paper?
So what you say?
Yeah.
Sweater.
Okay, there you go. There's your sweater. This is not going to work. We didn't have enough time to be fair. I mean, you have a dog.
Yes.
Okay, but there's not enough arms for dogs, so I don't know how this is going to work. But here's how I think it's going to work. I got to think fast on my feet. I'll give you the elf,
Okay.
and hopefully take it home. And if you're well, then you'll get the sweater or whatever you want.
Okay.
How's that? And all this applause is for you. Yeah, that's yours. All of those things came out of this empty box, by the way. Okay? Yeah, the magic of Christmas. That's kind of weird. So that's the reason why we give gifts to people as adults. It really comes down to one thing. It comes down to hope. We hope that we're going to get through the winter, right? Which we know we will, right? If we're smart. But as kids, we hope that we're going to get the gift. But if you remember the movie, you're going to get your eye shot out, kid. What was that movie? A Christmas Story? He wants the BB gun. At the end of the movie, you realize that it's not really about the gun, right? It's about the family, it's about the community. And that's really what we're hoping to build, right? So here's the last part of this, and this is kind of deep. I think what we're really hoping for is that we didn't waste our life. Now, why do they have all of these movies at the end of the year, like A Wonderful Life and Christmas Carol? How come they don't play these movies in June or July? Anybody know? I mean, there's a lot of crazy movies like Elf, and there's hundreds of streaming movies you can watch that pretty much are Hallmark, and a lot of them are pretty much meaningless. But there are some very classic, like A Wonderful Life, and the other one is Christmas Carol. Why do you think they play them at the end of the year? Anybody know?
So you can have a redo at the start of the year.
Yeah. People have a tendency to contemplate the end of the year. So you start off in January. By the way, the word January comes from Janus. It's a two-headed bird. I went to Greece one time and I saw a door with a two-headed bird, and I said, "What's that?" They said, "Oh, that's the god of Janus." I go, "Janus?" They said, "Yeah, don't you know Janus?" I said, "No." They said, "That's where you get January." I said, "Oh, really? Why is it looking left and right?" Because it's looking forward and it's looking backwards. So we have the tendency of coming to the end of the year, December. Today's like the 16th, 17th, 18th. We're going into the 20th and the end of the year. We have a tendency to contemplate our life. So one day I was in my doctor's office, chiropractor, and he said to me, "Greg, why are you making all these New Year's Eve resolutions in the middle of the winter?" I said, "Well, everybody does it, right? January, December, that's when you do it." He goes, "That's not when we used to do it." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Our ancestors would hunker down in the winter to contemplate." So in the darkness of December, January, February, they would really just think about their life because they had nothing else to do. The only thing they would do is they would sit around and they would tell ghost stories. You know, it's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be scary ghost stories. Weird that they would say something like that, but people would hunker down, they would be quiet, and then in the spring, March and April, that's when they would spring forth. They would do all this thinking about their life, and then in the future they'd think, well, this is what I'm going to do in the spring. And then I'm going to work it in the summer, then I'm going to harvest it in the fall, and then I'm going to repeat this thing over and over again. So you have all these movies, like A Wonderful Life, and oh, here's a couple books. Christmas Carol. I bought this 2 years ago. I'll give this to you, and I'll give this to you. Take a look at it. So both books are identical. The only difference is the pages are not. So if you look at page, I don't know, pick a number there. Any number. What number you got?
114.
114. Take a look at page 114. Is it the same? No, not at all. Not at all. So I didn't want people to think that I memorized the book. And then I didn't want them to think I memorized the other book, right? So I need someone that is looking for a very nice holiday experience. Is there anybody here that wants to experience it? Is that you? I thought so. I just thought so. All right. Those are for you. Come on up. Give her applause. Can I roll that? All right. So tell everybody your name.
I'm Monica.
Monica. Have a seat, Monica. All right. I'd like you to take a look at both of those books. Just scrutinize them. Make sure that they're not saying the same thing over and over again. So open the pages up. They don't repeat. In other words, if you wanted to take this home tonight and you wanted to read the story, you would get the story.
Yeah.
Okay. So who could tell me the story? How many ghosts come to Scrooge? 4. Remember? Jacob Marley's the first. Yeah. Nobody gets that. So Jacob Marley comes to Scrooge and he says, listen, you haven't lived for the poor. You've been selfish. The only thing you're thinking about is yourself. The only thing you're thinking about is money, right? And so we hear this story and we get convicted. I go, you know, maybe I'm thinking about my 401k too much. Maybe I'm thinking about getting paid too much. Maybe I'm thinking about me too much. Can you relate?
Sure.
We all can relate. So this is the reason why this movie really hits home. So when you look at the holidays, the reason why I'm trying my best to demystify it is it's about the S-U-N, it's about the fact that the sun is going to come back, but it's really about changing our lives to be better people. Because the worst thing that we would want is to come to the end of our life realizing that we haven't lived to our full potential or we haven't been good to people. So that's the reason why these movies pinch a little bit. So, are you ready to change your ways?
Sure.
After this, I get in my car, I go to Connecticut. We're never going to see each other. Okay. All right. So you're going to be visited by 3 ghosts. All right. Now she doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe that I know that I know. I know what she's experienced, but I know your past. Okay. Everybody has a past, including me. So at 1 o'clock in the morning, the first ghost is going to come to you and is going to show you your past. But you are going to see it. Nobody out here is going to see it. Only you. It's going to be private. And of course, I'll see it too. That's 1 o'clock in the morning. At 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going to be sitting there and you're going to see the Christmas of present. Okay, the holiday of present, which is 2025, which is now. And I'm going to ask you to focus on what you're grateful for. And then at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going to come over here and you're going to focus on Christmas future. And let's see what happens. Now, I know many of you, probably you, don't believe what I just told you, but it is true. I want you to pick a book that you're going to use. So take a look at them. You're going to use one of them. The other one, you're going to hand to me, and we're going to get rid of. Good. All right, so she can pick either one. Alrighty, so let's try this. Do you need glasses to read?
No.
Okay, good. I need glasses only to drive, but I always ask people. So I'm going to flip through the book like this, and you're just going to say stop. You can say stop in the middle, stop at the end. It doesn't really matter. All right? I'm going to have you look at one word. I'm going to turn around. I don't want to see the reflection in your glasses, which I probably won't. But then, what I'll do, it's fine. What I'll do is I'll ask you to focus on that word. Okay? So again, all the pages are different, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. There's no way, like, if I know she stopped at 81, I mean, I'm a little bored, but I would not, you know, there's no, okay, just say stop.
Stop.
Okay. There's a word at the top. I got my eyes closed, right up here. Just look at that word. Don't say it. Just
Okay.
look at it. It's the first word.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can get into her mind and be the right guide for her. From here to here to here. All right, say the word in your mind. Don't say it out loud. Say it out loud. It makes it a lot easier. All right, I know the word is not hope. It's not hope. But I hope. Hope. Let me see. All right. I'm going to write a word down, and then I'm going to put the chalk down. So I'm going to be committed to it, and we'll see what she says. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't. The other night, I was off a little bit. I think the person said hot, and I said cold, but we were in the same room, you know. But
I'm still thinking about it, right?
I hope so, because I need all the help I can get.
All right.
Okay, chalk down. Okay, good. I need to pick that up. I need that later. All right, this is what I said. Tell everybody what you were thinking.
No? Above.
Good. Right there. Above. Go ahead. I love when that happens. I love when that happens. Okay, so now you're convinced.
It's really showing on my forehead. People told me that.
Yeah. I'm Italian. You can't, you know, I'm Irish Italian. You can't hide. I mean, I can't hide. People. Okay, so are you ready for your past?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Let's try. All right, stand up. This is almost like a therapy session. I'd like you to sit over here. This is your past. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Of course, when the bell goes off, Scrooge doesn't believe it really goes, right? So I don't pick up names. So if you say Maria or you say Gary, it's going to be very hard for me. Okay? However, let me give you some coaching, and you can pick anything you want. My mom died in '78. I remember my first Christmas without her. So if I was given a gift, it wouldn't be anything under the tree. I'd want 5 minutes just talking to her. That's it. I'd say, that's it. That would be wonderful. So I want you to go back in your past. Close your eyes. I want you to have a good experience, because there are no therapists here. All right? I want you to have a good experience, and I want you to have a great holiday, a great Christmas, a great celebration with family and friends, and I want you to have a conversation with somebody that's not here anymore. It could be mother, father, brother, sister, uncle. If you say a name, it's going to be very difficult for me to pick up on it. Okay? If I could get the name, I wouldn't be doing libraries. By the way, that's a joke. I love doing libraries. Did you know the amazing Kreskin? He died last year, October 10th. He was a friend of mine. I met him in high school when I was a kid, and then we drifted. And then lately, about 5 years ago, we crossed paths, and he kind of mentored me. He was a great guy. But a lot of what I do, he taught me. You know, so some of the things that, but he just died a year ago on the 10th, and we're not here forever, so I want you to go back to somebody. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. All right. So I want you to have a conversation with this person. I want you to see them. I want you to talk to them. I want you to think of the stance as far as the relationship, because it's going to be tough for me to come up with anything other than that. Okay. I wrote down something. This is the past. Chalk down, right? So chalk down. Okay, you can open your eyes. You said Monica, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Monica. It's the only name I'm going to remember. Who is the person in the past that you had that connection with? Is it brother, mother, sister, husband? Who would it be?
My sister.
Okay, sister. Nice. And what's your sister's name?
Ursula.
Okay, gotcha. So I wrote down here, sister is what, now we're going to do the present. So stand up if you could. We're going to put the chair in the middle. I'll do it for you. Okay, have a seat. So, just realize, she went back, and how old were you and your sister when you had that conversation over here?
8.
8 years old, yeah. I remember little kids, my sister was NASA, the whole thing of landing on the moon. We got all these different things, wonderful time. So, you know, thinking of the memories of the past are wonderful. Now what I want you to do is think about what you are grateful for now. Now, you know, I talk to a lot of people like, oh, you know, the holidays aren't that great because so-and-so's not here, this is not going to happen. People tend to focus on what's not going to work. What I want you to do is focus on what you're grateful for in the moment. But don't say it, just think about it. This could be house, home, family, career, a work. Not necessarily a name like, you know. So you got one? I see you smiling, so close your eyes, okay? And I want you to focus on that. And are you thinking of it? Okay. I'm not sure. I usually can pick it up. We'll see. All right. So I'm committed here. Chalk down, right? Chalk down. All right. And we'll cover this one up. Okay. So over here was sister. Right? I asked her to have a conversation with somebody that she was grateful for. You did, and you opened your eyes. And then what were you thinking of now? What was it? Grateful for now that you have. Say it.
Okay.
Say it.
My kids.
Yep. Kids or children. Yep. The other word, you know, I've been doing this for 3-4 weeks. Family comes up a lot. Family comes up a lot. I mean, a lot of times this comes up. Okay, so we got here, you can open your eyes. We have sister, we have kids. Now if you can move your chair over to here, we're going to do the last. This is the future. Here's how we're going to do the future. So I was in Salem last year, October I was, but I was also there December 21st, which is the winter solstice. It was my last show of the year. Wonderful show. And I bought these tarot cards, but these are Yule cards, okay? So take a look at the cards, make sure they're all different. While you're doing that, I'm going to predict her future, okay? Now, I'm not coming back in January, so the easiest way to do this is the way we're doing it. So first of all, let me ask you, are all the cards different?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are, okay? All right, so what I'd like you to do is close your eyes. Hand me back the cards, and I want you to think about your future. Think about your future, your ideal future. So remember, we brought her back to the past. She thought about her sister. Then, notice these are all relationship things. Children. Now I want you to see your future December 25th, December 31st, January. I want you to see your future bright, okay? All right, open your eyes. And out of these cards, while you're thinking about your future, just tell me stop, and we're going to have you pick one of them. Say stop.
Stop.
Okay. There's your card. I will look. Take a look. All right. Does it make sense? Can you make it out?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, these cards, this one is the Wheel of Life. This one is St. Nicholas. You have a card there. Can you read it? Don't tell me, but can you read it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, we've taken you 1 o'clock, sister. We've taken you 2 o'clock, present. That's your future Christmas. That's your future December and January. All right. So, let's see what we got. We We have sister over here. We have kids over here. What's the card?
Do you want me to read it or?
I'm gonna write it here. That's what I did while you had your eyes closed. You're gonna tell me, I'm gonna write it down now.
Okay, so it says the 14th, the sun.
Oh, S-U-N, that's easy. Make sense? Sun, sun, sun. Good, okay. Let's start with sun. Kids.
Yes.
And the last one. So all that applause is for you. The holidays mean different things for people, but what it really comes down to, it doesn't matter if you're Jewish, Islam, Christian, it doesn't matter if it's the S-U-N, S-O-N, or if it's just fun and games. What it really comes down to is you're hoping that things will be better. That's it.
Yeah.
All this applause is for you. And if you do that, you can rest assured that you will have a very Merry Christmas. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you coming out today. I'll be around for a couple minutes if you have any questions. Let me know if that elf gets you what you want. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you very much.